Next up, at UFC Vegas 63, we have Waldo Cortes-Acosta making his official UFC debut against Jared Vanderaa. Waldo undefeated at 7-0, and he is making his UFC debut. Jared, 12-9 overall, 1-4 in his last 5. He is riding quite the skid. 4-fight losing streak. Things are not going well. But I do feel bad for him. This guy's stepped up on short notice on multiple occasions. He's fought some pretty tough guys. Frankly, Andrei Arlovski was one of them. He outstruck Andre 70-64. He dominated Justin Tafa in that win. And this is a guy who I mentioned before the UFC, he's shooting takedowns. And so in my head, I'm always like, oh, Jared Vanderaa could win with the wrestling. But he doesn't wrestle in the UFC. This is all pre-UFC. He has one takedown in the UFC against Harry Hunsucker. So is he going to wrestle in this fight? If you only watched pre-UFC, absolutely. If you watch only his UFC fights, then of course, 0%. So it's always weird when you see these people not use what they had to get them to the UFC in the UFC. Anyway, Waldo Cortes, he's a solid striker. He'll come forward. He does a really good job going to the body, then to the head. He's got very, very real power in his hands. If it gets to the ground, he's not really looking to get it there, but if he gets to the ground, he's got some decent jiu-jitsu. He can make something happen. Jared Vanderaa is a big guy, but so is Waldo. I think Waldo wins this fight. Jared Vanderaa typically was like a pretty tough guy, decent chin. And then why are you gifting memberships?
Well, damn it, because Kim says she's never going to get a membership, so I tried to give memberships to see if she would get a membership, and it didn't work.
We have 150 people in here right now.
I know, but she's active.
1 in 150, it's going to...
I know, but it goes to active people, and she's a mod. I mean, she's active. I really thought
maybe that's why
was
it's not going
off.
to her, because it might not go to her because she's a mod.
Well, I don't know. I really tried my hardest. We also had someone renew their membership. I don't know if you want to scroll up and read that.
I will. Anyway, so Waldo is the pick. Where's the renewed membership? Anybody who's a premium or a regular YouTube member now, we added the... You're a clown. we added...
Please pin it and read it. He is excited for you to read that.
We added...
renewed it 19 months.
Shut up. I'll read it in a second. We added premium membership as a tier on YouTube. So for your regular member, you can upgrade the premium and then get access to all the bets and stuff like that. Jacob Lines, who's just unwell.
19 months of membership, an OG of the channel. We appreciate all the support from Jacob. I know him personally, and I mean, just a fantastic guy. If I had a daughter, I would definitely send her his way, because he is just a fantastic guy through and through, and goddamn good looking too. You didn't read it.
I think Waldo wins this fight. We just watched Jared get knocked out by Chase Sherman, who is not a knockout guy, which just reinforces Waldo here. Minus 192 at heavyweight. That's always tricky. I do think Waldo gets it done. It's kind of an obvious pick. He's another guy for Monkey Knife Fight Knockout Kings. What do you think?
Yeah, this is definitely should be a Waldo play. Obviously, I'm not going to ever pick Jared Vanderaa. I don't really care who he fights at this point in his career. As you mentioned, is kind of sucks for him, because he has been kind of one of those company guys. And a lot of times those company guys get some favorable matchups. This is not a favorable matchup for him, because Waldo is a very dynamic striker. And I don't want to say he's first round or bust, but in this matchup, I feel like it's kind of a first round or bust situation. He's going to throw heat. He's going to throw power. He does have decision wins, so he can win a decision versus Jared Vanderaa. But if he comes in, UFC debut, looking for that early knockout and doesn't quite get it, we could see that adrenaline dump type situation. And all of a sudden, you have the mountain Jared Vanderaa just laying against you against the fence. And all of a sudden, it's out of the first round, and now you're struggling to breathe. And Jared Vanderaa finds a way to win a weird decision. So I did play Waldo. I do have like a first round on Waldo because I think he should be able to be good enough to get the job done early. But if this gets out of the first round, we know how heavyweights go. They can get tired. They can just lay on each other, and anything can happen at that point. So I think it's a kind of a weird situation for Waldo, but he definitely is a better fighter in this matchup, and I'm excited to see what he does in the heavyweight division.
Yeah, I'm with you. Obviously, the UFC set this up knowing what they were trying to get. If Harry Hunsucker was still on the roster, they would have thrown him in there, right? They set this up on purpose. But like I said, I feel bad. Jared Vanderaa has stepped up, and I guess they're giving him opportunities. He's lost 4 in a row, and he's still getting a fight. So they are giving him opportunities. He's stepped up. He's saved a few fights. He saved a few cards. So it is what it is. Just stop gifting memberships.
I literally tried again.
Well, I guess I'm not going to tell you what to do with your own money. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your own. I'm not reimbursing.
I'm trying to be nice to these people. I tried again, Kim. I don't know. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, so we're both on the same side here. If we take a look at DraftKings, $9,000, he's probably worth it. He's one of my more confident, expensive fighters on this card because he most likely wins by knockout. You agree with that statement? With the head nod?
I think so. Yeah, it is weird that you can't just pick. I think in Twitch you can. I think you can.
No,
pick
you can't pick there either. I don't think.
It's better than Twitch because Twitch literally is random. At least this does it to people that are really active in the chat. So if you're not active in the chat and you want to be gifted, that's a way to get a gifted membership because all these people that are getting memberships are active in the chat and on the channel. So yeah, Kim, I'm trying. I'm literally trying, Kim. And it might be a situation where I think you have to accept gifted memberships. There's a setting in the chat where you have to be able to accept gifted memberships. Maybe yours is turned off, or maybe it is because she's a mod. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Fuck.
Okay. Monkey Knife Fight, strike line, don't touch that. Don't ever touch that for heavyweights. It's just too unknown. But I will say, although I did feel pretty confident in the Arlovsky one earlier, but this should be a knockout Kings fight. Throw Waldo Cortes and Jared Vanderaa in there. You can do two fighters in the same fight. I don't necessarily think Jared's going to knock him out, but if he does get a takedown, and for some reason just starts elbowing away, like you said, Waldo gasses, slows down. Anything's possible. But, I do think Waldo's going to win. I think he's going to win by stoppage. Monkey Knife Fight knockout Kings, give that a shot. You only need one out of three fighters. You get to pick anybody you want. And you'll get paid wewantpicks.com/MKF. Sign up, make a deposit. They will instantly match that deposit. Take that free money. If you give them 50, they'll give you 50. Take the 50. Build yourself a couple of knockout Kings or just one and go from there. Take that money and run, baby. Take that money and run.